I should have known what was going to happen because I was trying to figure out which episode we were on, and I read them all. For some reason, they stole Max's brain, didn't register for me.
You can't do it like the U.S. government and save your looting for Friday.
Well, that quote has not aged too well.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm attempting to share my screen.
I hear clicking.
Yeah. Can you
That's
raise
not the resolution we want.
No.
What is happening?
No, you had that. Oh, is that the one you want? You sure?
Yeah, I'm fine with 16 by 9.
I thought you'd want to do the 10. Yeah.
You want 16 by 1024?
Yeah.
Well, let's
Yeah,
see if we
shit.
can bump it up a little. How about 1680 by 1050? How's that
Fine.
sound?
I don't fucking care anymore. God, I didn't think you were
What a
going to go this
16 by 9
serious
aspect
with it.
ratio.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, why are you messing with the resolutions at all?
1768 by 992.
Fine. Can you go to the audio so we can fix that?
Yeah.
No, that's the subtitles.
I'm getting there.
Why are you going backwards?
What do you want me to do with it?
Just turn the voice down 3. And now share it to Hoops.
Shitballs.
I believe shitbag is the term. of the
Shit
day.
bags.
Shitbags is Jackie's term. Shitballs is my term.
At least mine you don't have to touch.
Do you have to touch shitballs?
If they're like snowballs, yeah.
What are you talking about?
My shit's in a bag. You don't have to touch the bag. The bag is not full of, like, the bag is not made of shit. It's just full of shit. Whereas yours, you have to actually touch these shit balls.
Are you sure your bag is not a bag made of shit?
It's definitely not. It's just a bag full of shit.
Well, mine's a ball full of shit.
That's still a shit ball. It's made of shit.
No, not necessarily. It could be like a ball pit ball full of shit.
How'd you get it in?
Don't ask those questions.
I wanna know.
An icing bag.
So you take my bag full of shit.
Yes, and I twist it off. I cut the end off with my shit scissors, and I.
Now wait a minute, because
hold on. Are the scissors made of shit?
no,
Yes.
they're not. No, they're just the scissors we use to cut shit. But I'm gonna put this
It's
out
like the
there.
boot knife.
If,
Yeah, exactly.
if you're saying this, if you're saying that is the process, I'm gonna put this out there. That hole in the pit ball is not going to be enough to actually get any shit in there. You're gonna have to make it bigger, which means you're gonna have to like make an actual
I'll use the
opening
bigger
in this
hole
ball.
with the
Now wait a minute,
scissors, and then
you
I'll
have
take
to-
some gum and I'll plug the hole up or something.
It's not gonna work. There's oil and
I'll
shit.
get a cork. I don't know. Here's the thing. I'm playing along with it, but shitballs are just testicles dipped in poop. So, like, I can talk all you want on it, but that's what they
Wait,
are.
what?
They're shitballs.
Oh my god.
They're balls covered in shit.
I
That's
don't
you were in
fucking,
the right.
I can't stand this.
But I wasn't thinking like snowballs made of
All right,
crap.
I think it's time to move on.
Yes, I want to start a new game. Sorry, Sarah.
I just wanted to ask a fucking hypothetical, and you just took it in a different.
I was answering your hypothetical.
You were not. I mean, you did, just wrong.
I'm sorry that my hypothetical shitballs were the wrong sort of balls for your shit.
It was. It was incorrect.
I can give out full payment. Gotta respect his business acumen.
Hoops, can you say something again?
Something again.
So, this is the same problem I had before. Hang on.
You're very quiet.
Yeah, I know. I know. This is the same problem we had before. I'll fix it.
I mean, I can just turn them up in Discord.
I'm on it. I mean, that too, but I know what to do. Just calm yourself.
Thanks to our magnificent brains, most of us live out our lives under the delusion that we are in control. But are our brains truly in control? Makes you think. doesn't it?
With your brain.
Engrossed in the
That you
thrilling
control.
cinematic exploits of their ancestors, the
You control the
freelance
brain, or
police
is your
have had
brain
no
controlling
time
your
to
brain?
ponder these eternally vexing questions. But in mere moments, they and you will be plunged headfirst into these murky philosophical depths when Sam returns from his ill-timed bathroom break to discover they stole Max's brain.
Little buddy?
I liked that.
Oh man, I hope he goes like a hardcore, hard-boiled detective, like kicking doors down and shit in this episode, without Max to like make him
He
crazy.
took his hat off.
What happened?
Oh.
Yes,
Oh shit.
yes, that's exactly what he's doing.
Hey,
He's turned into Chickless.
what happened to Max?
We don't know. 1 second we were guarding the devil's toy box, then bam! Out went the lights.
Through a fog of rage, darkness, and raisinets, I tried to remember what Flint Paper told me about interrogating suspects.
Rule number 1, don't let the suspect control the conversation. Get him talking, then surprise him. Interrupt him with a question, or call him a liar, freak him out. And if all else fails, bring little Miss Persuasion out for a stroll.
Try interrupting the suspect's story with a question or a threat. What are you
Investigate.
doing? No.
I'm up pummeling.
Alright.
Hold on, I gotta
Play around with these buttons.
mess around here. Quit screwing around.
You're killing me. There's nothing you can do.
No, apparently in an individual call, I can't adjust your volume.
I don't think that's the problem. The problem is that the voices on this are a little too high. I said go down 3, we should have gone down more.
Actually, I think it was more of a boom, really. Really?
You lie! Why are you lying?
We're not lying. Someone snuck up on us and knocked us out. How do you think we wound up on the floor like that?
Okay. What else can you tell me?
Well,
Concede.
that's the last thing we remember until you woke us up and started snarling at us. Yeah, that's the last thing we remember.
Rule number 2, timing is everything. When you hear the suspect lying, that's when you jump in and accuse him.
Jump in and accuse him.
Yup, I was totally unconscious the whole time.
Threaten.
I certainly didn't see anything interesting.
Nah.
Sure, Bob.
Do.
Can we go now? The
not
apocalypse is at
interrupting.
hand,
I
and
wanna
we've
see what
got
happens if
plans
we-
to make.
No. Let's run through it again.
Fine.
What happened to Max? Talk!
We don't know. 1 second we were guarding the devil's toy box, then bam! Out went the lights. Actually, I think it was more of a boom, really.
Forget that part.
Really? Because I distinctly heard it more like a bam. Anyway, someone knocked us out with a booming and or bamming sound, and, well, that's the last thing we remember until...
Here.
Yup, I was totally unconscious the whole time.
Lying, liar.
Liar!
All right.
I get it.
I don't know, you're taking forever, man.
This is gonna be a tough one with me in control. You're gonna be like,
yeah,
You wanna control it?
Why didn't you do
No.
anything? I was afraid. Afraid that he'd remove my brain too.
Who? Who took Max's brain?
It was the space gorilla.
Skunk Ape.
Of course. He must have been released from the penal zone when the toy box was stolen. I'm so sorry.
Not half as sorry as that brain-stealing
Gotten a few
space ape's
months out
gonna
of that
be when I
joke.
catch up with him.
Rule number 3, mole men are easy.
Why do you say why is it
You'll
specifically
need
mole
information
men?
to prove your case. Sometimes you gotta
This is
ask
supposed
around
to
to
be
get
like
the
a
dirt on the
generic
doors.
Yeah.
Now, go get them.
No, I like
I wrote a mental
I guess
note
it's
to
different
thank Flint
chapters
at
of the
Max's
interrogation
funeral and
manual.
got ready to squeeze some punks.
paper manual. Come on. Where's your copy?
Alright. When we have a chance, I will adjust it. Oh, his head is gaping. It's like Hannibal.
General Skunk Ape. I
Not the
should have
show, the
known.
movie.
That space ape had wanted Max's brain ever
That
since he
sound
found
effect
out
is
it was
just
special.
getting me, man. It's
Now that
exactly what I
special brain
imagined a
was
skull
gone.
would sound like.
I was
It's
covered.
terrible.
Drifting in the neon current, hoping for a lucky break.
All night dogs. Pet pavilion.
Sale dog brushes. Oh!
Dogs, dogs,
Oh,
dogs.
ugly. You're one of Skunk Ape's goons. Where's your boss? What did he do to my little buddy?
I don't know. I haven't seen
So you
General
think that
Skunk
they originally had him as a
since
streetwalker,
you are
and then they were
just
like, "That's too
imprisoned
risque.
in
Let's give
the
him a
penal
sign."
zone. I'll never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across
hurry up.
dimensional boundaries.
No.
Anyhow,
I want to hear what he has to
since Skunk Ape's
say.
imprisonment, I've been reevaluating my life choices. I've abandoned violence for a career as a sign spinner. It's a very fulfilling, low-temperature job, more suited to a space ape of a certain age. But enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the
You
rat.
could have interrupted him at
Certainly
any
seems
point.
plugged into the ins and outs of this gloriously filthy metropolis.
What rat?
What
I know. I'm
Frankie
getting there.
the rat. He traffics in stolen merchandise and tawdry gambling rings.
Where can I find him?
He hangs out on the corner of Vinny.
If I had
and
interrupted
Phoebe
him
in the
earlier,
Latin
he wouldn't
Quarter.
have given me information about the rat.
I disagree. We won't know that because you never did it.
I
got-
this is one of the few times where Jackie wants Alex to push more buttons.
Right?
Normally,
Oh,
Alex
wait a
is
minute.
like crazy.
The name
So
of
that's
the
another thing
cat placed on my
Alex and
tongue
Abby
with
have in
itchy
common.
sensation
Abby has
in
been
my
walking on her
boxers.
tippy toes her
Still.
whole life. Her whole life. And then she takes this ballet class and she's supposed to be on her tippy toes and she spends the whole time flat-footed.
There wasn't a rodent more plugged into the bad
Will
life
not get on
than
her
the city.
toes. Of course, once that's over, she's hopping around on her toes.
Yeah. Oh no, is it Timmy? Uh-oh.
Gulp.
Hey, rat.
Sam, buddy, how's it hanging?
My partner's got a bad case of a missing brain, and someone thinks you might know something about it.
Brain, huh?
Look how he's got the 5
I did
o'clock
see
shadow
something
now.
unusual and brain-related a little while back. Spill!
Ooh.
I was given directions to a confused tour.
Not
You're not
yet.
gonna be able to get it done.
Poor fella
Not
was
yet,
wandering
until all this is
around in
over.
circles, scaring all the kiddies with his umlauts and Tvortisnots. And where? Hey, take it easy, big fella. I sent him right over that way, about 2 miles.
That's not Jimmy.
Well, shit. I should have let him talk.
Frankie the rat helping a tourist? It was
Frankie?
absurd. Absurd like Max was, back when he had a brain. So imagine my
Burnout
surprise
Grill.
when I found
Full
Frankie's
solo
tourist
Neo.
wandering around the bad side of town.
All his umlauts.
Oh,
What the fuck?
It's a tourist.
Yeah, I got it. Thanks. It looks like it's put together by IKEA. Look at him.
I'm gonna fuck up your Swedish meatballs.
You! What's your story?
ooh, an American police shakedown. How thrilling.
Yeah, it's a real honor. Now, what do you know?
Diplomatic
Well,
immunity!
About an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats.
And Frankie sent you here?
Yeah,
Dirty lion rat.
you know, back in Europe, I heard so many warnings about your country's rats, but this Frankie was so gracious and helpful. Anyhow, I was about to give him a tip for the help when all of a sudden the Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. It might have been more of a
Fuck is
Friedrich
that?
Schurkenfreund.
A hard rain's coming, pal. And when it comes, you're gonna wish you were only in a Weltraum-Liebwachsauberkrieg.
Your grimness is depressing, but something must be getting lost in a translation. So, as I was saying, after the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ibble-skibbled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. And you know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the museum district, Maybe I am mistaking the friendly red's direction.
Lying. He's lying. Oh. Fine, whatever.
People in this country are so intense.
See, they're not all lying.
I know, but you tell them they are.
Didn't you listen to Flint?
Right.
The tourists seem like
Yeah,
just
it's
another
got
victim
24-hour
circling the
solos.
drain. But I knew
Guns
there was
and
more to the
gift
story.
center.
It was time to circle
Exotic
back
pets?
and flush out the truth.
This is just Joe Exotic before it was Joe Exotic.
Frankie, what do you know?
Passed out with 40.
I was given directions to a confused tourist.
To the museum district?
Yeah, poor fellow was wandering around in circles, scaring all the
Lying.
kiddies with. Then what? I was almost done helping the guy, see? When bam! All of a sudden, this space ape comes barreling down the street, fighting with some other mook. A space ape carrying a brain!
Skunk ape.
I hadn't seen anything that weird since Aunt Jacqueline's vacation slides from Pismo Beach, with the jellyfish on the
Now
water
you want to hurry him up.
Now you
Brain?
want to hurry up.
Was it Max's? How should I know? All I know, it was a brain in a jar, and that crazy space gorilla was holding on to it like it was his best friend in the world. So anyways, I grabbed the tourist, and we ducked behind a bunch of crates with the other gorilla. We kept our heads down until the fight
Lying.
moved on down the street. And that's all I know about the space ape what took your buddy's
Lying.
brain. No fooling. That's all
I can do
know.
it.
I don't know no...
You lie!
Hey, Sam, I never lie about my cowardice. I'm really proud of it. So now what?
One more time.
You know, it's
What
just
do
like
you
the
know
other
about
ape,
my
too.
partner's...
Yeah,
It's like I was given directions to...
To the museum?
Yeah, poor fellow was wandering around in circles, scaring all... Hey, man, no need to pull out the heavy metal. I'm talking, see? So, I was almost done helping the guy, see? When bam! All of a sudden...
Skunk.
I hadn't seen anything that weird since Aunt Jacqueline's vacation.
You lying, dirty rat!
No, really, it was a space ape and some dweeb in a goofy hat. Anyway, so I grabbed the tourist, and we ducked behind a bunch of crates with the other gorilla. And that's all I know about the space ape what took your buddy's brain.
Other gorilla? What other gorilla?
Believe it or not, it was another space ape. He was spinning a sign for some pet store, the poor schlub.
So that dirty punk sign spinner did see Skunk Ape.
Told
So
you.
now what?
Just
but
say they're all lying.
That wasn't calling him out for lying. That was specifically telling him
You're
to tell me
welcome.
more about the thing.
No,
You have
but
to
I told you to tell the gorilla he was lying, and you were like, no, no, no.
Because you needed to have the rat tell you that he was
Yeah,
dead.
you could have just told me he was a liar.
I'm back! Now where's Skunk Ape?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunk Copy. I'll never forget his final tariff.
That story ain't gonna wash, Bonzo. Your pal Frankie told me all about how you and he hid from a fight between Skunk Ape and some other guy. Now, make with the lip flapping, and I better like what I hear.
It's true. A few of your Earth minutes ago, I was spinning my sign for Frankie the Rat and a tourist when General Skunkape came running down the street, chasing after a strangely garbed man. To my everlasting shame, I cowered behind a crate like a...
Strangely garbed.
Yes, a man in a faded jacket and a strange hat. He seemed to be carrying a box of some sort. General Skunkape was in hot pursuit. After the general and the stranger fled the scene, I discovered that he had dropped this.
A heart?
Surprised he didn't come back for it, but he
Take
appeared to
it.
be in something of a hurry. Are you trying to threaten me with that?
Maybe.
You are aware that my ultra-dense space gorilla hide renders me impervious to your puny Earth bullets, right?
What about in your mouth?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Give me that toy.
Oh, it's
No!
toy.
I need it to get back in General Skunkape's good graces. Once I return this artifact to the General, he'll forgive my temporary abandonment of his goals and welcome me back to his crew with open arms. Oh, how I've come to miss standing at my General's side these past few hours. I wonder if he'll promote...
You're fooling yourself, kid.
What are you talking about?
The only thing Skunk Ape's gonna welcome you with is a fistful of phasers. You can't go home again. You can't even get on the porch. You've tasted the apple, peed in the pool, bitten the hand that rocks the cradle. You're a sign spinner to him now, and that's all you're ever gonna be.
You're right. It's hopeless.
So give me the
Sometimes
toy.
you gotta noir 'em.
Now I'll never soar through the galaxy at my general's side ever again.
I hate to tell you, but you're not a very good sign spinner either.
Jesus Christ!
Fucking hell.
I hated to see a grown gorilla cry, so I got in the car and looked for another lost soul
Can't
to
hear a
join
word.
me as I gazed into the abyss.
When we can, I will adjust things.
I don't think we're gonna be able to this
Finally,
entire
a
thing.
clue. The last
Well, you
time
only
we
got me
saw
for
the
another 10 minutes
rhinoplasty
anyway,
toy,
so-
Max's special brain
So
used
talk
it to
about
turn
hitting
into
the
a
man when he's
bazooka.
down.
Now it was connected to the guy who stole that special brain. It wasn't exactly ironic, but I didn't care. Crimetron, do your stuff.
Carol.
What do you mean not found in database?
The Crimetron requires additional clues to make an informed deduction.
Clues? I haven't got time for clues. Max's body is starting to smell differently.
Then maybe you should stop yelling at my girlfriend and start with the clue-finding.
I forgot about cops.
Frankie lied to me about helping that tourist. I hated when punks lie to me.
Frankie Durant.
Frankie, what do you know?
I was given directions to a
To the museum?
Yeah, poor fella was wandering
Lying.
around.
Don't lie
I
to
said
me,
to do
Frankie.
earlier.
I talked to your tourist,
Yes,
and it looks
but-
to me like you sent him over to the
I
wrong
tried
side
telling
of town to
him
get
lying
rolled by your
already.
rat pack.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But this conversation is over. I ain't saying nothing till I get some legal representation. The nerve of some people. Trample on a
Threaten.
rat.
Do you want a lawyer? Here's an attorney from Smith & Wesson.
Okay, I'll talk. Sheesh. Like you guessed,
I fucking
I
love
gave the tourist
actual
directions to the
detectives.
Yeah.
side of town. But I was just winding them up, really. Hey, ask me, the schmuck deserved it. Acting all high and mighty and European, wearing his fancy sock. What? You know, the
What?
bad side of town. Hoboville, Flemberg, Broken Corners, that area. Anyway, when the big fight broke out, me, the tourist, and the other gorilla ducked down behind a crate, and I, picked their pockets. The tourist was loaded with high-exchange European stuff, but all the other guy had was funny-looking green
More?
cubes.
You lie.
No.
Hey, Sam, I never... Anyway, after the fight moved on, and that's all I know, honest. Ask
More.
anybody.
Souvenir?
Yeah, something fell out of the funny hat guy's pocket, and the tourist scooped it up.
What was it?
What was that?
I don't know, something.
So the tourist didn't leave empty-handed after all.
So what now?
Once more, with feeling.
If you insist, like you guessed, I gave the tourist directions to the bad side of town, but I was just winding them up, really. Hey, ask me, the schmuck deserved it. Acting all high and mighty and European, wearing his fancy socks.
The whole stinking city's wound up. Like a...
Do you want me to finish my story, or do you want to go off on another depressing tangent?
I'm not really sure.
Anyway, when the big fight broke out, me, the tourist, and the other... The tourist was loaded with high-exchange European stuff, but all the other guy had was funny-looking green cubes.
Other gorilla? What other gorilla?
Believe it or not, it was another space ape. He was spinning a...
So,
Anyway, after the... And that's all I know, honest. Ask anybody. They'll vouch for old Frankie, if they know what's...
liar!
No, honest. So now what?
Stick around. I may be back.
I shall count the minutes.
Let's go back to that tourist.
Ooh, a repeat performance.
Let's run through it one more time. And speak slowly. I'm an American.
About an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats. You know, back in Europe, I had so
Lying.
many warnings about your country's rats, but this
You're
Frankie was
lying.
so gracious and helpful.
You lie.
You're right, it was more like 57 minutes
Why do you
ago.
take so
Yeah,
long to
but
hit it?
you
Because I wanted to
American
hear the
police
words that
are
he's saying.
stinklers. Anyhow, I was about to give him a tip for the help when all of a sudden the Weltraum Liebe Wachzauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was a Weltraum Liebe Wachzauberkrieg.
Are you? Because usually when we're collecting information, you can't click real fast enough.
Call it what now?
The Weltraum Liebe Wachzauberkrieg. My people's word for a stunning battle between a strangely garbed man and an alien space gorilla carrying a brain in a jar. So, where was I? Oh, yes! After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and evil-skippled in a strange land.
Right?
I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back.
This is where you want to lie.
I'm starting to think that this isn't actually...
Don't play innocent with me, metric lover. The rat saw you pick up something
Metric
after the
lover.
fight. Now
Metric,
spill!
because he's European.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's true. I took a souvenir from the fight.
Thanks,
I
Al.
didn't think anyone would notice. Here.
You sounded confused when you said
No,
Metric.
I knew.
Norrington. Who the heck is Norrington?
I don't know. Just don't hurt me.
All right, we
He's
can put that in
important
the
later.
Crime-tron.
You
Guarantee
Americans are
he's for
all
something.
animals. Animals.
I feel like he's a big bad guy.
The name rang fewer bells than a sleigh in July. Hopefully, it would be enough.
Damn. Oh,
Stop touching it then.
I just stabbed myself.
Okay,
underneath my
Crime-tron,
thumbnail.
this is your
What
last
is
chance
that?
before I start looking for an upgrade.
What is that?
Abby spilled a bunch of slime all over my desk without telling me, and it was behind my work computer. So the heat from my
Come
computer
on, you
like, melted
obsolete
it into
hunk
my
of
desk.
junk. Talk!
So
We're
I'm trying to slowly
skunking.
pick at it, but
Sam,
now I
no!
just,
Stop
really
holding out
stabbed
on
my
me.
thumb
Get away from her, you
with
brute.
hardened goop.
Carol. Come on. Of mostly natural history.
Finally.
Audiences across the country say, you're a buster, Sam.
What have you become?
The Museum of Mostly Natural History, the tarnished jewel of the city's once thriving museum district. Max and I always meant to visit, but we'd never got
Honeys.
around to it. Now
Sam
we're
Maxwell.
finally going to take in its thrilling and
Neon
dubiously
sign.
educational displays with a vengeance.
Oh, here we go.
Is it going to be Yog Zagoth guy?
Probably not.
All right, Skunk Ape, it's time to pay the piper, plus tax and applicable service fees.
Yeah, you mean VAT?
Yes. Where's Stinky in all this?
Which Stinky?
Oh, let me see. Well, the girl Stinky, the one that was all about, like...
You make that like 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I think that's what I had it at before.
Yeah, it was 3 or 4. One or 2. Can you hear me now?
Yes, much better.
Barely.
What?
Take a look
The
around
coming
after I track
apocalypse.
down Max's brain.
Look at the coming apocalypse.
He won't.
I did. Here, we'll take a look. Laser light show. Friday nights in the planetarium.
Planetarium. Planetarium? Really?
Isn't that from something?
Yeah, that's from South Park.
Okay.
From a very,
I've gotta
very
find
old
Max's
episode of
brain.
South
Yeah, I
Park.
know. I was like,
Deep dig.
Everybody loves the planetarium.
there's a lot of old episodes of South Park now, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true. The show is, what, 20 years old?
Like 24, right? 97?
I don't know, fucking. I definitely remember being very sad when they were gonna do the Who is Cartman's Dad episode.
Oh, it is?
And they pulled the April Fool's joke and put it on the Barbra Streisand Halloween episode again. And they were like, oh, the fans are gonna love this. And everybody was like, I'm fucking angry.
Sam! Get me out of here. This whole place smells like gorilla and patchouli.
Petroleum.
The interloper who foiled my scheme to collect the toys of power.
Yes, Timothy Dalton.
Isn't me in the penal zone?
In the penal
Sam? The great-grandson of the patron who put the kibosh on my intricate plan to unleash Yog-Sothoth and take over the world?
I hate that guy.
I hate that guy!
Yes, yes. Common enemy. I propose an alliance.
You get the galaxy, I get the Earth.
The way Stanley Tucci and Timothy Dalton came to an agreement in this
I'm still
one.
trying to find the volume
Stunning.
controls on this thing.
Minions,
He's
after
trying to
him.
find the volume.
I hope I get to just shoot.
Aw, man. Now I'm stuck in here with the alliance of C-list supervillains. Yeah, it was way more fun when they were fighting.
All right, it is 10:30. Ow.
Hey, Skunky!
Yes.
Okay.
Could you go over there for a while? The way you're salivating over my anterior cortex is creeping me out, frankly.
Very well.
We can save it.
Thank you.
Nope.
Turn to Sam.
These two goofs are about as entertaining as public radio. Oh, I sure hope Sam survived the attack of the minions. I've got a lot of complaining to do.
One down.
The Knights, Yog-Sothoth.
Like how they just
Well,
give
at least
up.
I know that Max's brain is still alive and kicking. I'll never get back in there while Skunk Ape and Paperweight are working together. Maybe I can break up those lovebirds from out here.
A brief history of bad ideas in transportation. Here,
Starting with the Homer.
Alright. Monorail.
From Homer to Edsel.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Tucker.
I'm enjoying this. I think this is going to be a good one.
Oh yeah, so far it's been pretty great.
Yeah.
I remember really enjoying the opening of this one.
Oh, that doesn't bode well for the rest of it. I read between the lines there, Oops. Sorry.
No comment.
Alright, guys.
Go enjoy your bidet.
Yeah, that's where I'm fucking going. I'm gonna my scalding hot bidet that has no cold water.
It has no cold water. Trust me, you don't want cold water.
I didn't say I wanted cold water, but I'm a little nervous if the only option is hot water.
No, the only option is warm water.
Alright, that's better.
The
And you can
spray
crank
in
it
the
to hot if
bidet
you want.
Falls
I'd rather
mainly on Tampa Bay.
I mean, we'll see. They've still got a shot, right?
Yeah, so does Green Bay. It's the Battle of the Bays, actually.
Oh,
It's the
I'm
Battle
out
of
then.
the
I don't want to talk about football. Bye, guys.
The base. Hang on.
Yep.
I'll,
Be in your area. This is a fucking nightmare.
I've
I wanna
connected the bidet. Now
Fine.
I can. I'm kidding.
Excuse me? Because look at this. Like, you're going to tell me you cleaned this. You certainly did not. And then look at all the crap over there in the area, the abyss that was not supposed to get full again.
The
I don't
abyss
know
is
why
not full
I
again.
bothered-
It's mostly
It's full again.
It's mostly just cables.
I don't care. I had everything organized and you fucked it back up. You can clean it.
That's fair. I want to switch, but I can't switch. So,
What
Hoops,
are
what's
we
up? I don't know.
No.
Not sure.
Yeah, work hell. You know, things started getting better around, I don't know, it was like, I think 1157 or so.
Oh, man. Yeah, it was right around the time that a certain someone became president.
Right around the time certain someone was no longer president. How was your day?
Stuff.
All hunky-dory with the stomach?
Tough. Yeah, the stomach has been definitely better. Sorry, I'm looking at some work emails now.
No, don't do that. No. That's a less entertaining stream.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I can read you the Excel formula that I had to write today. If C3 equals United States, if is error... no, I'm not going to do this. This is miserable.
Yeah.
All I'm going to say is I have it in a Word document, and it's 8 lines. It goes on and on and on. But it works. Fucking works. And I found a lot of like weird errors with the data quality report that we run. So everybody was like, you know, cheering and clapping on their backs about like, oh yeah, our DQ's so good, so good. And I was like, hey, also, you're measuring it totally wrong. And it's not good. It's bad. So before I tell everybody it's bad, I wanted to like get some approval. Basically, get people to tell me that I'm allowed to tell them it's bad.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Let's play something.
We're going back to Raft.
I'm willing to not go back to Raft until there's content.
More stuff.
Yeah.
That's fine too. Although, it probably would still be fun to expand the Raft out with Ed Sheeran and.
Yes,
Alpaca,
that's true. But
there's Sea of Thieves out there, which we never got to do this weekend.
Well, that is true. We did not do
Civ. Now that I've played Civ again, I've put my toe back in that pool.
Oh yeah, you've tasted that apple once more.
I got the fever. There's all that stuff.
Yeah.
And more on tonight's episode of Shop Till You Drop.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna end the stream just because I'm not wearing pants and I want to lay down in my chair basically because I'm beat and I don't want to adjust the camera, but I also don't want to be like fully off the camera.
Yeah, and I can eat cookies without muting the mic.
Right.
Although no one can hear me anyway, apparently.
That's
Could have been
true.
doing it the whole time.
That is true. Anyway, if you guys are around still in the chat, thanks for hanging out. The new episode of Sam Max is looking pretty good. And it'll be this one and two more?
Yeah, there's 5 total.
2 more. The City That Dares Not Sleep and Beyond the Alley of the Dolls are the 2 that I have left. I think it's Beyond the Alley of the Dolls is the next one. And then The City That Dares Not Sleep? What the City That Dares Not Sleep
maybe.
Sounds like kind of like a Yog Sagoth style finale type thing. So anyway, night everybody.
You're correct, that's the 5th one.
Cool.